Okay, so what we're going to do now, and as we move through this, y'all, is y'all have questions, let me know, please. That'll help for the sake of the video to help you. So as you have questions, please ask them. So what we're going to focus on now, we have our firewall, and we have a previous video segment for building windows in the firewall. But what we're going to focus on specifically today is building doors in the firewall. So when we're talking about doors, we're talking about Therma-Tru, we're talking about Marvin, and we're talking, well, we're not going to be doing Sunrise anymore. So we're really talking about Therma-Tru and Marvin doors. So that's what we're going to look at. Just to make sure real quick, before we get too far down the road, can you all see my screen okay?
Yes.
Yes. Perfect. Thank you. So that's what we'll look at, and how to use that firewall, plus use the Therma-Tru Doorways app to build our doors. So that'll be a component of this as well. So inside all of that, we'll have how do we build and price Therma-Tru doors, and then how do we build and price Marvin doors. So without further ado, jump into it. So here we have two tabs that we're going to be specifically usable for us in terms of the door building. One would be the door pricing, as you see on the screen now. And then eventually will be the door work order, which is what you see on the screen here. So that's what we're going to focus on. And then, like I said, with a little bit of how do we build doors in the Therma-Tru Doorways app, which is very simple. Just as we looked at the Provia app right now, it's very simple, like that in terms of being intuitive, really making it step-by-step, and guiding you through each step so you really can't forget anything. And then we'll talk about how to transfer that onto the door work order. And again, the paperwork process is the same, so I don't think we really need to get into that. That is covered in the using the firewall for window appointments in the video segments in the training playlist. So that's what we're going to focus on. And again, pretty straightforward. Here we have our door firewall pricing sheet, and it's meant to be, again, just used very similarly. Goodness. So say we have a sliding door that's 72 by 80. Jam depth is going to be standard. What is it? 5 1/8, or just say 5 1/4. Type, we're going to do an all Ultrex patio door, 72 by 80. Now here, the options are pretty self-explanatory. Are you doing grills between the glass? If you are, then you just select that and it adds the adder in. Say we're going to do black. So I'm going to do Integrity. Integrity is the old name for Essentials. So wherever you see Integrity, just swap it out and put in Essentials. But it's the same thing, same product, everything. So Integrity, all not white. So we are doing black. So I need to select that. I'm going to do a nicer, probably satin nickel hardware. So I'm going to select that. And Integrity wood, we're not doing, that's the Essentials, the wood Ultrex. I'm not going to do a wood interior, and very rarely will you do that. So I just built a door. So, and you can see comparative to remember what we were doing with the Provia, the Ecolite, wasn't it like 4,600 or something like that? So you can see you can get an upgrade significantly in terms of the Marvin door if you're doing just a basic door. Where with the Ecolite, it was white. Here we're doing black. So you can have a black door for basically the same price as the Provia Ecolite, very bare bones, white, low end vinyl door. We can get a Marvin all Ultrex with black. So that's what I'm talking about. If you have a standard sliding patio door, there's really no reason you should do anything but Marvin, unless they want blinds or they want some other kind of wood species inside or something crazy. then maybe we need to look at Provia. But otherwise, I mean, you got awesome product, awesome material in terms of the Ultrex fiberglass, and a price that's ridiculous compared to the Provia. So it's really that simple. It's in this drop-down menu, you have all your options. All Ultrex, meaning it's Ultrex fiberglass on both sides. Okay. Here's if you wanted a custom size, that will include your custom pricing. Okay, so it's as simple as that. You don't even need to do anything else except put the size here. Say we're doing like a 76. Okay, so the custom is just an adder. So as long as you select custom size, it'll put the adder on it, and it, of course it jumps up because it's custom size. So it's 74, 71, but still relative to Provia, that's remember that other door we built was like 12 grand. Yeah. So 7,400 for a Marvin sliding custom size patio door is phenomenal. So I'll build another one, 72 by 80 standard size. Same 5.25. And then we got an all Ultrex 72 by 80 standard size. We're still going to do black. We're still going to do nicer hardware. So now I got my second door built. It's really that easy. And then if you get into, we get a three panel patio door at 108 by 96. A 308, 96 meaning 8 feet tall. We got a 108 by 80. So that's the 6'8" tall. All your Don Young, if you need like an aluminum sliding door, which I wouldn't recommend unless it's HOA mandatory or apartment complex mandatory. You got all your DYC doors, Iron Envy, you don't need to worry about right now. Here's your wood Ultrex. So that's the wood inside, Ultrex fiberglass outside. Here's all of those options. Yep. Wood Ultrex 2-panel sliding, 60 by 95. And these have to be these sizes. These are not custom sizes. We got your wood Ultrex. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to select that. That was a standard. So here we have all your wood Ultrex hinge doors as the very last options. Hinged French custom size. So if you need a custom size door other than what's listed, there's your pricing for it. So for the beginning stages, you won't need anything but the 2-panel straightforward doors. So it's very easy as you just seen, both of these built. So any questions there? No.
Nope.
Pretty easy, right? So now we're going to build 2 more doors. Bedroom 1, bedroom 2. One is going to be a 36 by 80. And I'm just going to leave this as a placeholder because it's not on my selectable doors. Now I'm building a Therma-Tru door, which Therma-Tru basically offers all the same things as Provia. It's just not quite the craftsmanship. It's not Amish made. It's a step down in door quality. But for most people, honestly, unless it's a really nice front door that they want, a back door, a side door, garage entry door, laundry room door, exterior, to the garage, those are all perfect candidates for Therma-Tru. And, as you saw from some of the pricing, the Therma-Tru doors will be much more price friendly than Provia. But if somebody's wanting a really nice front door, Provia all day long. So I'm going to put a couple doors in here. This is going to be 72 by 80. And these will be Therma-Tru. So I'm going to just delete these 2 columns here, or these 2 rows. And I'm going to put in Therma-Tru. Just so I know what's going on. I'm going to call this one in this bedroom a right-hand in-swing. And this one is a 2-panel door because it's 72 inches wide. Therma-Tru, and that's going to be a left-hand primary left-hand primary operator, and it'll be an in swing. So that means if I'm looking at the door from the outside, looking in, my left-hand panel is going to be the primary operator, meaning the one that you use most. The right-hand panel will be the one that's pinned, but can be usable and can be opened in the event you want to open both. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So now what you're going to need to do, which we'll have to make sure you download before we get done here. I don't fill any of these check boxes over to the right of these two columns or rows, excuse me. See all those check boxes? I'm building a thermometry door, so now I need to go to my Doorways app. So I'm not filling in any of these check boxes. I just put those in as like a door marker, okay, like a measure. We went around and measured all the doors, and now I have an account, a written count of all those doors. But now I need to go to Doorways and build those doors. And, you know, probably put more information in here when I'm measuring. It's a full view glass. Match colors, whatever. Here, I'll put in full view glass with blinds, raise and lower, and tilt. That's what that means. So that means I can raise and lower the blinds, plus I can tilt them, you know, open or closed. So I got enough now. Now I can go back downstairs and we can, you know, sit around the table, whatever, while I build this. So I need to go to my, you'll have this in your work folder, my Doorways app, which is right here. See it right there? Click on my Doorways and you'll have your login. And now we're in the Hudig. Hudig is the supplier for us for thermometry doors. That's all. They're a second stop. You know, we don't deal directly with Therma-Tru. We deal with Hudig, who gets the doors from Therma-Tru and ships them to us. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have to add a new customer. And I'm already in here. So let's just do Joseph Deuce. All you need is the name. You don't need anything else because it's shipping to us. All we need to do is tag the door to somebody, which is the client. So we're good to go. We just added that. Now I'm going to go to quotes and I'm going to click new. I'm going to click new. And then I'm going to go to select, see where it says the little red stop sign where it says select customer.
Yep.
I'm going to click on that and I'm going to go find Joseph Deuce. Maybe. There you are. So see how I have Joseph Deuce in there now?
Yes.
Now, next thing I'm going to do is where it says select an item. I'm going to select that drop down and I'm going to click entry door. Now, once that all populates, then I'm going to click configure. And now we're ready to build our door. So here, pretty simple, entry door. I'm going to click entry door and I got my configurations. It's basically the same format as Provia. So I know, referencing my door sheet, my first door is a 36 by 80 right-hand in swing, full view glass, matched pane. So I know that's what I'm working with. So I got a single door. I know it's 6'8" tall. I know it's 36 inches wide. See what I'm doing there with the measurements? Simple, just 2'6" is 30 inches, 2'8", 32 inches, 2'10", 34 inches. You know, see the plan here.
Yes.
Then door, I don't need it to be anything. It's not stained. It's just a basic door. So like we went through the levels with Provia. Classic Craft is their premium. Fiber Classic is the next step down. Smooth Star is the next step down. It's like the Vantage or Heritage. And then we have your two steel options in Traditions and Profiles. Excuse me. Most of the doors you're going to do probably are Smooth Star with Therma-Tru. Classic Craft are nice doors, but quite honestly, if somebody's want a really nice front door, you know, Provia is the way to go. You just need to sell them on the Amish craftsmanship, the benefits of, you know, how they do everything by hand. There's a couple company story things I can send you for Provia that'll be super helpful for you, understanding their culture and commitment to quality and excellence and everything else. So most of the time with Therma-Tru, you're probably going to be building either a Smooth Star, maybe a Fiber Classic, maybe a Classic Craft every once in a while, but 80 to 90% of what you're going to do is in Smooth Star. So that's what we'll look at. So you click Smooth Star. And again, this is the same thing with Provia. I can't tell you any magic formula here. You're just going to need to start getting in here and start jumping around and figuring out, okay, and the flush with no style lines, these are my options. In the flush glazed, here's my options. In the panel with style lines, here's my options, which is a lot. That's the most common one, obviously. In the plank door, it's these options. Pulse, which is an ultra modern, contemporary kind of design. You won't do many of these. You have these couple. And then Pulse standard frame, you'll have these couple options as well. So again, it's just, you know, probably here and here are going to be your mostly used doors. So I know I had a full view glass with blinds. So I'm going to come down here, grab my full view blinds, or at least grab my full view glass right here. Now I got all my glass options. So I can go to my raised tilt and low E and select it. I think it was a right hand in swing. Right hand in swing. So now I can go to right hand in swing right there. Whoops. Let me go back a sec. You know, select my right hand in swing, and that's what I have. Boring means like, what are we doing on the door? Generally, every time it's going to be the second one right there. Okay. So you select that. Factory finished. We'll put no, because we're doing a custom match. Remember how I said on my sheet here, we're matching the paint existing. So that's not going to come from the factory. So I'm going to put factory finish, no. Here, it's always going to be the same. It's rot proof bottom. So it's the same thing as Provia. It has the same characteristics and qualities. It's guaranteed for a lifetime not to rot. So I select my rot proof bottom. Jam depth is 5 1/4. With the weather strip, we're going to say these are going to be like beige doors. So with the weather strip, you want to match the bronze or the white to the primary color in the door. So that makes sense. So if you got a dark door or you're staining a door, you don't want to do white. If you got a white door, you're just doing a real basic, you know, taupe or something like that, do your white weather strip, right? Because it's not going to stand out as much. You understand that?
Yeah.
So you want that to blend in as much as possible to the base color of the door. So I'm just going to do a taupe finish to call it. So I'm going to select white. On your threshold, it's always going to be composite adjustable. So I selected it. I'm going to do bronze hardware because I'm doing a white door. So I'm going to select bronze for my threshold finish. Silpan will always be no silpan. That's something that Jim does. So select no silpan. Ball bearing hinges, and I'm doing oil rub bronze. If you want more hinges, you can go to, well, not on a 6.8, On a 8-foot door, it'll give you the option of doing, on a residential, it'll give you more options, I think. Okay. Nope. So just do, again, you want to match your hardware color to the hinge color and the threshold color. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so we're done with that, and I'm going to select that. Next thing is casing. If you ever get stuck, see those little arrows right there? Those arrows will navigate you either to the next or the previous option. See that?
Oh, those are okay. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm on casing now. Again, we're going to do rot-proof bottom. Generally, if it's brick or stuck, or well, yeah, stucco too. If it's brick or stucco or rock on the outside, which is generally what we see, I'm going to select this one. And then I'm also selecting loose casing right there. So I select that. Factory finish. If it's just a standard color and they can pick it very easily off of these, the way you show them is like this. So see what I did? I clicked yes. See that?
No.
And then when I did that, it pulls up my colors. And then I can click on the spyglass or the search glass, and here's my colors. So these are the standard colors. With the custom paint, you pretty much don't want to do that because it looks for the, it's going to ask you for the code. So if they know the code, why is this getting, I don't want you there. Here's the paint name. So if you want to do that, you can do it, but we can also paint it ourselves to make sure we get it exactly right. So either way you want to do it. But if they can't, you know, if you choose custom paint or, you know, if you need to show them the samples, you can show them these. And very rarely, unless they want like Alpine, I have us paint it. It's just safer. So I'm going to select here, I'm going to select no paint. No paint. And now I'm good to go. Why is this? Won't go away. Okay, so I'm done now. So the next thing I need to do is I need to click finish up in the upper left-hand corner. See that? Right there.
Yes.
So I click finish and now there's my door. But now I had one other door and it gives you a little picture of it. So yep, that looks right. In fact, I didn't do this one with blinds, but I'll just add it to the blinds. Full view glass with blinds. R and L and T. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and now I got to build my 72 by 80 left-hand primary in swing, full view glass with blinds, raise, lower, and tilt. So I'm going back to my doorways and we're basically just starting the process over again with entry door. We're already there. Now I hit configure right here. Okay, configure, and now I'm building my second door. You can also do this if you wanted to. I think we can go copy and see how it just jumped another door right below it. So if you have duplicate doors, then I can go here and now I'm going to go to change options. See that right there?
Yep.
So I'm gonna hit change options. And it's gonna build my configuration deal. So this will save a few steps. I still need to change, you know, because now I'm doing a double door. This weather's nuts. And it was a right-hand in swing. No, yeah, right-hand in swing. So now I'm going to select right-hand in swing. Oh, that went a little quick.
I
Did
thought
you
it
see
was
it?
a left-hand primary in swing.
Oh, you're right. Left. I was looking at the other one. Left-hand primary in swing. So thank you. So we go here.
Mhm.
Okay, last the astragal, which is the door piece in the center where the doors meet up with each other. That's called an astragal. Here, since we're keeping it beige, I'm going to do white. And then we would just paint that when we paint the door. So again, once I get to this stock info tab, it's giving me the model number right here. See that? Holy crap.
Yes.
Just started dumping. Goodness. Once you see that stock info page, we're good to go. We can click finish. And see, I got both doors now.
Ryan, I may be getting ahead of us here, but when we are painting the door, I'm assuming that's an extra charge as well.
Yeah, you're getting Dwayne on us.
Okay. I'll hold off.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa,
Okay.
that was uncalled
Dwayne-
for.
Dwayne has been purposely silent now. So
I figured that's what you were doing.
hey, it ain't easy, but I've been biting my tongue here.
That's some amazing restraint that you've shown over these last couple hours.
Thank you. Thank you. It hasn't been easy.
Dude, I cannot even see out my window. It's raining so hard right now.
Wow.
Holy crap. Okay, so now we got both doors. We're in business, right? Next thing you need to do, see in the upper left-hand corner where it says print? Right there.
Yep.
So I'm going to go to print. And what we're doing now is getting our retail cost. So on this little screen, I got one thing. If you look in the center column under prices, good Lord. Golly. If you look under prices, I'm going to hit cost. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to hit preview. And what I got now is a spec sheet with my doors, with the description and my cost. Like this is what it costs the company just for the materials. So the way I'm going to use this now, I need to keep this sheet up. You don't really want to send it to the client because it has our cost on it. I've doctored it, you know, like done a screenshot and eliminated the cost and sent it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can do that. And then, you know, I'm talking about the top door, not the bottom one. But you can do that, but don't send them the sheet per se, just as is, because that's our cost on it. So now I got my first door cost $6.89 and 60 cents. My second one cost $14.42 and 70 cents. So now I'm going to go back to my spreadsheet here. And I got that. I'm going to confirm everything. 36 by 80, 72 by 80. Got the right handed. I got the right swings. Now I'm going to go here where it says put thermometry to cost here. So my first one is $6.89 and 60. What the heck? My second one is 1442 and 70. See what I'm doing?
Yes.
And then you just check all these check boxes. So my first door is a single. Second door is a double. No transoms, no side lights. They're not 8 feet tall. Both of them are 6'8". And we're custom painting both of them. So Deuce, to answer your question, I click boom and I click here. So now my retail price is right here for both doors. And then obviously if I want to price both doors, I select here and I select there to add it to my firewall pricing. Then we have my doors up top, my 2 Marvin gliding doors, which have the price next to them. See, the other 3 do not have my price next to them because, or the other 2, because they're right here. So I got my 12526 for my 2 Marvin doors. So I'm going to select that. And then I got my 2 Therma-Tru doors here. I'm going to select these. And I'm now good to go look at my retail price. Now you can, so Jason added, which I thought was really cool. He added an area on here for your Provia pricing. So if I had 2 Provia doors or I had additional Provia doors, I could go over here and say they wanted to do this front door. You still have my screen?
Yep.
So this front door costs $67.94. So I can go back to my firewall and say, okay, Provia door pricing, $67.94. And they do want to add that to the firewall because they were interested in a price on that too. So now I got 2 Marvin doors up top. I got 2 Therma-Tru doors right here in the middle. See Therma-Tru door pricing. And then I got my Provia front door right here. And all 3 of those are added to my payment options screen. Make sense?
Yes, I think so, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I think so.
Clear as mud.
Clear as mud. And, you know, like I said, this is all going to be, I think I started the recording. I better have.
No, I think you did.
You
too.
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did. Yeah.
So, and again, this, if you want to attach this, you know, as a photo or something in Market Sharp, it helps Jim with ordering. So it's kind of a cool thing to do. Just get rid of this and then just screenshot this. This is all really they need. You know, as it's just a little quicker than doing it as an attachment, but screenshot like this whole page. If you turn your iPad, you know, and get it to where it's the full screen, they can see the quote number and the design specs, and just screenshot that and put it in your Market Sharp file.
As an attachment, you mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me get back. So that's, I mean,
Well,
that's your Therma-Tru, that's your Marvin doors, that's your adding Provia doors to the firewall.
I hope you're happy at this point because I remember all of that, but I don't know what my name is or where I left my car now.
Perfect. You don't need to know about it. As long as you memorize the methodology, everything else is just
Everything
worthless.
else, I don't even know who my mom was or where I was born now. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
The prison guard is going to show you where your car is. So
Oh, that's right. I'm in prison. Okay. Woo!
It's a lot,
Man,
right?
That took a lot
is
of
a lot.
restraint, Ryan. That really did.
But look it, you didn't have to waste your breath, and I probably answered all your questions.
You answered some of them, that's for sure. And I had to remind myself that as I do this, I'll probably have to figure it out. So there you go.
So what other questions do you have?
Oh Lord, I don't even know all my questions at this point. That was a lot of information. But I just keep reminding myself, it's just something I'm gonna have to go in and look at and do. That's all there is to it for me. But you've given me a reference point to go back and refresh my memory, and that's what I'm gonna need.
Yeah. And I'll as soon as we get off, I will get you guys entered into doorways because you're probably not in there yet. You may be, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask him. But if you're not, I'll get you. It usually takes like 2 or 3 days. So by the time, Monday comes, Tuesday comes, you'll probably be in there.
So Doorways again is the app we use to build those doors. Remind me, refresh me, right?
Doorways is where we go. So it's it was the thing I pulled up on my home screen to build the Therma-Tru doors to price them. Yeah.
Okay.
There's my.
And is that
Yeah.
is that an app or is that just a browser?
It's a browser based
Okay.
thing. I just added it to my home screen, so you have a button there that's easy to push, so you don't have to go find the website every time.
You know what
Gotcha.
you've done? You know what you've done now is it's been a while since I've woken up my neighbors cussing at my iPad, but now I'm gonna have to start all over again.
Perfect. Well, I'm sure they've been missing it.
Yeah, probably so. Thought I had moved out. Woo. Yeah. Makes me feel better after I do it, though. It clears my head.
Hey, you look like you feel better. If I got a text in 30 minutes saying your head exploded, I would not be surprised.
Oh, it's already exploded several times, but I've learned it. I've learned now to expect it, so it's not as big a deal.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're meeting expectations.
We are making some progress in some ways. That's for sure. Okay.
You tempted us to just stick with Pintech, man.
I don't want this motion stuff. This sucks.
this stuff of having to earn it, man. God dang shit.
Yeah.
That earn it part sure sucks.
And it's really, you're going to start off slow. You're not going to get 20 window jobs. You're going to start off with the 3, 4, 5 windows. Doors, I only train on doors right now. One, because it's so hard to break y'all away from your schedules. And I know there's financial implications to it, which I want to be respectful of. But inevitably what's going to happen is they're going to start assigning window leads, and we're going to have a 3 window, 1 door lead, and y'all don't know doors. And then it's like, what do I do? We just wasted an opportunity. So I got to kind of pile those together because it's so common where people are looking at windows and doors. So I know it's a lot. I realize that. I don't intend to feel like I just pooped all over you, but I mean, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
The only way to do it is poop all over you. Sorry.
And that's why it stinks so much. Shit. Okay.
But it will become easy. That's going to be part of the deal too, is you're going to have to build a couple doors, just go in there and do it. And that's, you get your feet wet a little bit, and you'll start to see it's not so scary.
When I say this, I don't mean this to be in a negative way. I've said it before and laughed at myself. So please understand that. For me, I got to go back to what I did when I first got out for Pintech. Is I got to remind myself the average lifespan of a man in the U.S. is about 75, 76. So, I got about another 17 years left. So I don't want to waste too much of it overly stressed. So, as I get there and remind myself of my life expectancy, I'll be like, what the hell am I? Come on. I mean, got to enjoy life. I'm going to fuck up a little bit. And Ryan understands that. So, hey, a little bit though, Ryan, a little bit small.
A little bit.
Small. Yeah, just
So
poquito.
are you making a point to stay on Pintech, or what was the purpose of that?
Well, no. When I first started Pintech, I'd get a little stressed, and I just reminded myself, why am I wasting time being stressed when I've only got about 17 years to live?
That's
so,
right.
Hey.
Yeah. So
I just got to remind myself of my life expectancy every now and then. It's like, why am I wasting my time worried about this? It's all going to work out.
That's right.
I'm laughing, but I am a little bit serious.
I mean, I'm right here with you. Every time we get a new product, every time we get a new window, we have to do the same thing. I have
No,
to
I
do
know.
the same thing and figure out. I have to sit here with my time and build doors and build doors and build doors so I can effectively teach y'all how to do it. So this never stops. I mean, that truly in this industry, the only consistent thing is change.
No, I understand that. It's just, and I get it. I know 6 months from now, so much of this is going to make so much more sense, and it's going to be easier. But it doesn't stop my desire to just immediately want to jump to 6 months from now.
Sure. Yeah.
But
No,
but you know, I know I got to go through the pain. I get it. God damn it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel better again. I just been shit on, so I got to express a little bit of frustration.
That's right. That's fair. It's
Okay,
fair.
thank you. I'm done.
Ryan, how many ride-alongs do you think that will typically, like how many would we do before?
I mean, ideally, just like with Pentec, I'd like you to see 2 sales.
Yeah.
You know, that's not always possible. It's not always doable, but I'd like you to see 2 sales before you move into windows and doors.
Gotcha.
And then we get an opportunity to see a full day installation on windows and doors separately, or
Yeah.
kind of. Okay.
That's going to be tough. I don't know. You may not see a door installation. I don't know. We'd have to. That might be something you could Google, because that's going to be pretty similar. You know, not everybody does the 3 seal system to the exterior the way we do, but putting in a door, you know, it's pretty. I'd like to say we could get you on an installation visit, but I'm not going to promise that.
So is what you're saying? The choice between the two is you would prefer us to see a window installation is what's more important, and then we can Google the door part if we have to.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I think.
Sure it does. Fake it till you make it there, Deuce. It makes perfect sense.
You know it.
When the video ends, I'll scream at the iPad again.
So unless y'all have anything else, do you have any other questions, anything at all?
58.
Not yet.
I'm
gonna start
I'm gonna
writing my
stop
questions
the-
down as I continue studying.
Yeah, I'm going to stop the
So-
recording. Oh, wait,
Okay.
what?
Oh, we've been recording all that?
Yeah.
I forgot. Oh, God. Can we go back and filter some of that? God dog it.
No, it's on,
Yeah.
it's ingrained. It's part of YouTube forever.
Oh well. What the heck? I'm only around for another 17 years anyway.
That's it.
Okay.
So are we good? Any other questions pertinent to what we talked about today? So I can either stop the recording or continue it or whatever.
Nope.
No?
No.
Okay, I'm going to stop it. Oh, no.